Most of us know that dogs make us feel better emotionally, and that's through things like companionship, helping us to get outside into fresh air, encouraging us to move more, exercise more, socialize more. But what if I told you there's now research showing that your dog may also be supporting your mental health through their impact on your microbiome? A fascinating new study, it was published only in December of last year. It looked at adolescents who grew up with dogs and compared them to those who didn't, and what the researchers found was pretty remarkable. The teens who lived with dogs had better mental health scores. They had fewer social problems, less withdrawal, fewer behavioural issues overall. And you might be thinking, well, of course, that's because they have the love and companionship of a dog. Yes, but also no. And this is where it gets really interesting. So the researchers looked at the microbiome of these adolescents and found that dog owners had distinct microbial profiles, particularly bacteria linked to social behaviour and emotional regulation. So in other words, living with a dog wasn't just changing how these adolescents felt emotionally, it was changing their biology as well. Now, to test whether this microbiome shift was actually meaningful, the researchers transferred the microbiome from dog-owning adolescents into germ-free mice. So these are mice with no existing microbiome, so essentially a clean slate. And what happened? Those mice became more social, more curious, and more engaged than mice given the microbiome from non-dog owners. So that's pretty full-on evidence that the microbiome may be one of the missing links between dog ownership and improved mental well-being. So what does this mean for us as pet owners? It absolutely reinforces something I see every day in practice, and that's the power of the gut-brain axis. And just when we thought dogs couldn't give us any more than they already do, we're now learning that they may even be helping to regulate our own gut-brain axis. Look, it also really highlights why gut health is just so foundational, and that's for humans and dogs alike. And as I've been saying for a long time now, the best way to support a healthy gut is through things like a more species-appropriate diet and targeted supplementation, because we know now that a healthy microbiome supports not just digestion, but things like immune health, healthy stress response, emotional regulation, and as we're now learning, social behaviour as well. We've even had feedback ourselves from dog owners who've noticed reduced anxiety and reactivity after introducing gut-supportive products for their dogs, so that's pretty phenomenal. So next time your dog curls up beside you, just remember that bond may be doing far more for your well-being than you ever realised. And if you would like guidance on how best to support your dog's gut health, please feel free to reach out to us at info@canineceuticals.com.au. We also have some great guides that are available on the website under the resources tab, including one specifically on gut health. They're all free. So all of that licking and slobbering that we get from our dogs, turns out it might actually be a good thing. But we knew that.